What's Cooking Podcast, new episode, new studio, new glasses. You know I'm going to keep saying that for the rest of the season, right? Yeah, so we here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Another episode of What's Cooking Podcast. For those of y'all who don't know, it's the hottest platform for all the entrepreneurs, creatives, and business professionals around New York City. But today it's New York because we got Long Island in the building. So I'm joined by a good friend of mine named Helen, and she's going to go ahead and introduce herself.
Yes, my name is Helen. I'm the owner and founder of HealthPlugNYC. And I'm originally from Queens.
That is true.
But now I do live and I'm located in Long Island. But I am not from there. Don't jack that, please.
It's crazy that you say that too, given like that reel. At the time we were recording this, I just dropped this reel from my collab with Brooklyn's Balance that's been going pretty crazy right now about this debate of is it about where you're from or is it about where you raised or where you currently live? And where you from meaning like where you're born, I should say, right? And the debate for me has always been, it's where you've been raised.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What you know
that's
the
what
most.
I said too. I voted and I said where you've been raised. Because just because I've been in Long Island for a year now does not mean I'm from there.
It's only been a year?
Yeah, it's been a year. This makes it 2 in September. So, but my whole life has basically been in Queens. So yeah, it's definitely where you raised, not where you're at.
Yeah, Meek's over here talking about once you move, you out of here. Mike said the same thing. Once you move, you out of here. Like, you got to claim whatever area you went to. I'm just like, nah, I can't agree with that. So, Meeks, are you seeing this? I don't know if I'm going to make another clip out of this, but if you're seeing this, Meeks, just know we got another one on the scoreboard for me. Not for you, for me.
Listen, you can't jack that because, again, you've been programmed and raised in a certain area, right? You was raised in Brooklyn, I was raised in Queens. Just because we're out of there doesn't mean that we don't have like those that certain
Those
programming
ties.
and like those ties from there. So nah.
Yeah.
Mike, you're bugging.
Yeah, so one thing I've been trying to do is do a little bit of icebreakers now, and instead of just focusing on the topic at hand, asking something that's, just relatable, whether it's to the audience or just the guests themselves, right? So previous episode I did, a couple episodes I did ago, I had these guys from, they're from Long Island. My boy Terb, he's from Queens, but him and his team, they all mainly it's a deep team from what I heard. Like I heard it's more than just the 3 guys that are on this platform, but I heard they got like mad people and they all coming from Long Island. And it's just like, see the pride that they have being from Long Island. As New Yorkers, we know the guys from Staten Island, Long Island, upstate, we give them hell. We try to act like they're outsiders and whatnot. But they take pride in that and they really, have a lot to say and a lot to share about Long Island. So like, I guess my icebreaker for today would be like, what's Long Island been like for you the past year? In terms of the experience, maybe the I guess transition, not transition, I guess the differences probably you see from like your previous life to now, and then maybe even places that you probably didn't expect to see out there that people tend to look at, because you hear Long Island, a lot of people think it's suburbs, farmland, rural areas, stuff like that.
No, I mean, it definitely is that. I would say it's been really beneficial though for my business, just because they're really tapped into like health. They're really big on health out there. Everybody. And oh my gosh, one thing too that I actually love is I can find parking anywhere and everywhere I go. Like, it's just amazing. Yeah. I don't have to fight with nobody. I don't gotta have somebody hold my spot. Like, I don't have to deal with none of that. So that's been really beneficial for me. And there's just, more space. Like, everything is spacious. I have a big ass backyard, like, which I want to get into, like, gardening. So I didn't have that really in Queens.
Yeah, summer parties could be something.
That could happen too, but it's like, who's really coming out there? It's so far. Like, Stony Brook is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm out there. But yeah, it's just been really.
That's cool though.
It's been really good. Like, I can't lie, and also just for my family too. Like my siblings, their schools are a lot better. My little sister, she knows I'm vegan. She knows I'm heavy into like fruit and vegetables, and in her school, they give her packages of peppers. Like, I have never seen that ever. No school, no place, nothing. And they give her, literally, it's like green peppers, and she'll bring me a pack. Like, oh, here, sissy. Like,
I already know that tuition so gotta be high.
So, it's different, but I would say it's definitely beneficial for my business. And it's just cool to be able to still come out to the city. That's something that I actually hate, though. They swear that everything out here, like Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, is the city. You know, for us, like the city is Manhattan. Mm-hmm. They say, whenever I say, oh yeah, I'm from Queens originally, they be like, oh, you're from the city. And I'm like,
I mean, it's New York City, though. New York City's the 5 boroughs.
No, it doesn't matter, though. You would never say, like, oh, yeah, I'm from the city, and you're talking about Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Depends who I'm talking to.
Like...
Depends who I'm talking to.
No, I would not. Yeah, if you're talking to somebody out of state, but we're all in New York. No matter what, Long Island is New York, right? Mm-hmm. So for them to tell me, oh, you're from the city, it's like, no, I'm from Queens. I just told you that. And you're over here telling me I'm from the city. So there's just something funny. I don't hate it. I wouldn't say hate, because hate is a strong word, but it's definitely something that I just look at them like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had this one friend from college, my boy Frankie. I don't even know if he'll ever see this, but if he do, yo, shout out to you, bro. This dude used to always say, like, because he's from Long Island. I forgot what part of Long Island he's from, but he's from Long Island. And my college, a lot of people, like, were primarily from, like, the deep parts of Long Island, or they're from, like, the deep parts of Jersey. And then, obviously, Pennsylvania, because that's where I was at. But I tell you, like, I used to always be like, man, y'all not from New York. Y'all from the outskirts. Like, you know what I mean? I try to treat it like that. I was like, man, I'm from New York City for real. Like, y'all not from it. He's like, right. Okay. And he would always shut me up, because he'd be like, bro, you know, like, Brooklyn and Queens are on Long Island. He would shut me up with that, because he's right. If you think about it, like, Long Island, like, the body of land that Long Island is legit Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island.
Yeah, it's a big island.
Yeah, so he used to get me with that. I'm not gonna lie. I give him credit for that. Yeah, so you moved to Long Island. And is that when you started your business, or is that something that you were doing even in Queens?
No, so I actually started in Queens. I started after my weight loss journey, so that was like the reason why I initially kind of started. I had lost 70 pounds on my own, and it took me 2 years, you feel me? But at least I did it. And I did it the right way. I did it the natural way. I didn't care how long it was going to take me. I just knew that I had that goal of losing the weight, and I did do it. And I had started actually when I was working in a physical therapy office. I had started with the ginger shots, as we got here today. And I took ginger shots every day for 2 years straight during the pandemic, and I had never got COVID. My whole family in my house had COVID. I have never got it. And I also, growing up, I had really bad like tonsillitis, sore throat, to the point where the doctors wanted me to remove my tonsils. But I was so scared. My mom was so scared, so we just never did it. But every year, you know, winter time comes, you know, everybody gets sick. There's all these bacteria, whatever, flowing around, all these viruses. So I would just always get tonsillitis, strep throat, like always something.
You ever used oregano oil?
No,
that's
that's
always been my thing. I ain't gonna lie.
At the time, I wasn't really tapped in.
Yeah, I live by that.
So I wasn't really tapped in with like, you know, just like the natural remedies for real. Like my mom would do like a tea, you know, Dominican tea. We're Dominican, so we do have like little home remedies, but she's not your average or typical Dominican. She doesn't really like follow that culture and that heritage for real all the time. So again, I just had to like learn about certain things on my own, and I started taking them every day, and I seen a difference, and I never got it again. Like to this day, I haven't gotten strep throat, like nothing, no tonsillitis, anything like that. And I was like, okay, like I see the power in ginger, and I just started to do some research. And then I just started making shots, and ginger also helps with like chronic pain. So I had a car accident in 2021, and I did shoulder surgery on both my shoulders, right? And the physical therapy office that I was working in, I actually attended there myself. So I knew some of the other people from just going there together, and I also seen, you know, like the benefits in like my pain too with the ginger. So that's how I started, actually. I just started selling it to them. They started loving it, you know, coming every week for it. And I just made it, you know, a little thing. And I was like, you know what, I could go actually like bigger with this. Like it just made sense for me at the time to do something pertaining into health, because it was in my, like it was something big for me. You know, it was something that I started to become passionate in, you know, going to the gym, losing that weight. And I didn't record nothing. Like I didn't want nobody to see it. I did it for myself. You know, I love like a lot of people.
Emphasize that.
Yeah, like a lot of people do it for other people. which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downplaying nobody, but I did it for me. So I didn't care who's seen. I didn't care to post. I didn't care to, take pictures in my transformations. Like, I didn't care about none of that. And then when I posted a picture on Instagram, everybody, that I went to high school with was like, yo, like, who is this? Like, how did you lose all this weight? And started asking me questions. And that's
that was in
really
the
how it
DMs, huh?
Yep. Yep. So, and for all those who, used to bully me or try to bully me, because nobody really bullied me, but who said something about my weight. And it's funny because a few of them would slide in my DMs, and I'm like, I thought I was too fat for you back then. But yeah.
Yeah, nah. Even me, it was a similar journey. Like I remember, it wasn't really a weight thing. It was just like I guess a definition thing for me. It was like, because I was like, I had a what do you call it, a growth spurt, high school. So high school, I was like 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", something like that. You feel me? Okay. But that's the thing. I was still taller than most of my peers and whatnot. Like in middle school and whatnot, everybody's like 5'3", 5'2". Even the guys, like a lot of them were short people. And then high school, 6'1", then college, I got that extra inch pause. Up 6'2" now. It's just like, for me, it's like I had that growth spurt. Like I look very slim and whatnot, right? And it's like for me, I was just working out because I needed something to do. Like I was playing rugby in college. I had a concussion. I stopped playing. And then, it's also too, it's just like, I didn't really take it seriously to like still want to keep playing. Like I knew I wasn't playing to go, I was just playing for fun. I wasn't playing like because I wanted to go to play for the Olympics and whatnot. Because a fun fact, like my high school, big powerhouse for rugby. So it's like, some of the teachers like were actual like players like that played for the actual Olympics, coaches. Shout out Mike Petrie. He's a Xavier legend for sure. He was like going back and forth like between teaching to going overseas to, so it was like a cool experience. I think I don't know if he's still the head coach now, but there was this one teacher, Mr. Token. I don't remember his first name, but Mr. Token, he was definitely like coaching the Olympics for a good amount of years. Again, I'm not familiar if he still is, but a lot of these guys, Mr. Norris, there was a lot of dudes I give it. Sweeney, there was a lot of dudes I could give a shout out to, but yeah, even some of my friends too, like my peers. So it's like for me, it's like high school. I didn't take it seriously because I know some of these guys were like actually trying to get to where they are now. Because shout out to my guy Robert Rescue. He's probably gonna be here one day. I've been trying to get that episode for a while, but he's definitely playing for his country, Romania. So it's a dream come true for sure for him. And yeah, a lot of guys, like I said, that played and whatnot. Even previous guest Malik Fisher. Like people don't know that. Everybody thinks he just played football because he was just playing for the Texans this season. So it's like people wouldn't know like he was a standout rugby athlete too, even though the sports are pretty similar. So for me, it's like seeing all these people do those things, it's like it made me want to like, work out, take things seriously. And it's like, yeah, you feel me? Like I was a slim dude and then it's like, out nowhere, I got muscles, like, definition. I'm taking, pictures like sleeveless, but I'm not doing it intentionally, but it's like I take a picture, it's like people like talk about my arms and stuff like that. It's like for me, I'm just like, yo, bro, I don't even know. Like people in the hallways like, oh, you look like so lean and whatnot. I'm just like, bro,
yeah, you really don't.
They're like, what are you doing? I'm just like, I don't know. I just go to the gym. That's it. I wasn't eating like crazy, like healthy. I mean, I was, but it wasn't like, something where it's like I'm strict about what I eat and what I do and stuff like that.
Diet and stuff.
It was just, not even, because it's just like, I naturally do eat like healthy. It's just like, I don't eat like, again, it's not like a by choice type of thing. It's just, I eat what I like. So it's like, if I like to eat eggs, eggs. If I like to, have a couple oranges, I have a couple oranges. If I rather drink water than have juice, then I'm going to drink water, But if I want to have fried chicken one night, I'm going to have fried chicken.
Right.
And I was doing that, working out, and it's like, of course, if I know someone in the comments that could be like, oh, if I was like on a clean diet, maybe I would have like shredded even more. But it was just me doing it naturally. It wasn't me doing it
like super intentional.
Yeah. So, and that's why I say I like the fact that you highlighted that, because I feel like a lot of people now, it's like they just doing it for clout. Like, not clout, but it's just social media. You know what I mean? Like, it's a social media thing. Like, it's people that's already skinny as hell talk about I'm about to lose 20 pounds, bro. You lose 20 pounds, you're going to the hospital, bro. Like, eat something, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like I understand people that, especially during the pandemic, a lot of people at home gaining a lot of weight just eating and stuff like that. I understand those people that do it, but then it's like I said, the people that's just doing content creators, they want to make a quick bag. It's like, yo, bro, if you talk about a Division I athlete that was always known to be, you know, strong and fast and powerful and stuff, all the muscles in the world, just trying to tell you, oh yeah, come join me on this journey. And it's like, bro, like you're already there. Like, what more could you want to do, you know? Yeah. And then it's like, I hate to call out the girlies, but it's like, I see a lot of girlies, you feel me? Just got their tripods up, taking up mad space just to squat. And it's like, yo, bro, like, I've been seeing a lot of, I've seen a couple girls like talk about this where they like, they don't like how men judge them for not working on their upper body. But it's like, yo, bro, like, you gotta sit and just like show your butt on the screen all day. Like, I mean, I ain't complaining about it, but shit, like,
nice little show, you know, but you gotta do something else.
You gotta show us what else you could do. Like, you know, it's like being an athlete, and it's like you can only do one thing. Like, everybody wants you to do other things, evolve your game. You know. So, yeah, that's kind of what it is for me. Like, it was just a cool thing for me. Now I'm starting to get back into it too, because I ain't gonna lie, I definitely was a victim of the partying and the drinking and the, you know, pandemic eating. So
he was outside.
Yeah, I was outside more than Eric. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, people still say I'm outside more than Eric Adams, but yeah, that's what we doing.
I do be seeing you outside, so.
I'm not being the allegations. I know. I'm doing a terrible case, but
Hold on. My bad.
You know, you good.
I don't know. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, and my phone is.
No, it's fine. It's fine. First time, right? First time. Yeah, because I told you she was nervous and she was asking me. She just pressed me about it too. She don't even tell y'all this. She just pressed me off camera. Said, "Oh, you never sent me my questions." I'm like, "Oh, I totally forgot."
You know, I like to be just a little prepared, just a little. You know, you gotta what they say, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Feel me? So, but it's cool.
Okay, so I actually have a friend named Akira. She was a guest on my show like a while ago, and she actually has a juice brand as well called Organic by Juicu. Maybe you've heard about it.
Organic by Juice.
Juicu. Like her last name is Juicu. Jusu. Yeah. So or I think it's just Organic Juicu, something like that. And the first question I asked her was like just like when it came to I guess you could say like recipe planning and stuff like that. Like, what was your mindset going into it? Was it just stuff that you just trying to put together that you think sounded good, or was it things that you knew taste good? Like, where'd you get the inspiration for your recipes, basically?
Okay. So I kind of had like a jump start, I guess you could say, because I worked at a juice bar. So during my journey of losing weight, I was being intentional with where I worked. So I was going to school, and I was looking for a job, but I wanted it to make sense. Like, I wanted to either work at a gym so that I could be, you know, around that, or in like a juice bar. So I worked basically like down the block from my house at this store who had a juice bar beside it. So I was like, you know what, I could do that because they've been looking for people. And that's what I did. So I started working there, and you know how like stores have their moments where it's like busy, not busy. So basically whenever I had free time, I would just throw in some stuff and like start creating things. I would look online to see like what fruits pair better with, you know, certain fruits or vegetables. They had like a menu too. They never taught you how to make the juice. They just give you, okay, here's the recipe that we have, make the juice. They never told me like how much of what. So at the end of the day, like I had to just see what kind of worked best. And that's where I got like the hype from, because everybody was like, wow, I love it when you're here. Like, you know, I only want to come when you're here because you make the juices good. And so I was like, okay, like now I know how to, you know, maneuver and make the juices where they taste good. And that was something big for me, because before I started the health journey, I wasn't big on eating vegetables. And you know how it is when you're younger too, like I don't feel like your taste buds, you know, your palate is really there yet. So I just didn't have like that taste for vegetables. And I loved fruits always. Fruits are really good. But the vegetables just threw me off. So again, I just started playing with stuff, started, you know, eating more like spinach and kale because it's kind of easy to just like hide it and stuff in juices. And then I just took like what juices I really liked and kind of made it my own. And again, what worked best with certain things and the benefits. So all my juices have certain benefits. Not saying that it's going to cure you, you know, but it's, again, beneficial they are with intention. They're made with intention. So, yeah, that's where I got my recipes from.
Yeah, and because even with the natural juices, it makes me think. Because I'm somebody who likes to drink smoothies, like, but not like smoothies from like outdoors. I mean, don't get me wrong. I go to what's that spot called? I was just there yesterday. Tropical smoothie. I like going there sometimes. You feel me? But I love to make a smoothie at home, especially on the weekend. Like when I have time, I don't got rushed to work. And one thing about like it really made me think about it is just like as a kid being an athlete, like just all the times I used to drink like the sugary stuff, like the Gatorades and all of that. That's the thing too, because like nowadays we got like all types of Gator. You got like, you know, sugar free, no sugar. You got Powerade. You got vitamin water. You got all these different alternatives. Now kombucha is becoming a big thing, like that people want to drink. I'm just like, I remember when I was a kid, like playing soccer and whatnot, and like every week, you know, it would be a parent's turn to bring the snacks, and I couldn't wait till it was my week. What? We just gotta have Gatorade. We just gotta have chips. We just gotta have cookies. Like I used to bully my parents. Like, yeah, this is what we having. This
is what we need. Okay,
that's what we need. It's like we having a sugar rush on the field, and it's like, man, if only we knew. Like I would have rather had me, you know, a nice blended apple with some oranges and stuff like that. You know, it would have been great. Even like as I got older too, like playing sports, like, you know, soccer, basketball, those are two big sports in my life. And it's just like coming from practice, coming from games, like, you know, we used to just, like I said, we just, you know, whatever. And then even like in the summertime, just like playing and like whether it was just like smaller leagues or just playing in the park with friends. Man, especially playing in the park with friends, we didn't care. What? Yeah, we just played basketball for 6 hours. We about to go to the corner store and get Arizona chips. Like, we might go to the pizza spot. Like, it was just crazy how we used to eat and stuff like that. Because again, if I had stuff like this back then, man, would have been great. Though, so. Yeah, but especially me being a West Indian and whatnot. You know, a lot of food that I eat like does have like, you know, nutrition to it. Like, I know there's a lot of parallels between like, you know, what we eat and what like you eat, like Dominicans and Haitians and whatnot. Like one thing my parents used to always make is like rice and beans, but it's like the sauce, like come from the beans and whatnot. It becomes like a thing. So we call it like sauce bar, which literally translates to the sauce of the bean, right? Like whatever. But then obviously the color. So it's like, you know, noir is black in French, vert is like green in French. So, you know, it'd be like sauce bar noir, sauce bar vert, like different colors based off the bean. And it used to be like very nutritious, but it's like as a kid, you think I wanted to eat that?
Right.
Nope. But growing up, it made me think, yo, all them times that, you know, I did eat that, it did add to like, you know, the strength that I had, you know, the energy that I had to go do these things, even just day-to-day stuff, you know, just building the strength to be able to lift something if somebody needed that help, even though I wasn't like a weightlifter as a kid, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that really, it hits different now in this era where everybody's like very much into health and whatnot, because these are things we took for granted as kids. I promise you, my kids are not gonna take that for granted. They're gonna love them some natural juices, right? So it leads me into what I want to ask. So what do you have for us on the menu here?
Yeah, so today I got 3 of my signature juices and a ginger shot. So the first one is the Orange Thunder. So we got orange, carrot, pineapple, and ginger. So this juice specifically is really good for energy, your immune system, all right? Because it got that ginger, it got that orange, good for vitamin C, vitamin D. We got the soursop lemonade. So soursop, what are you saying?
I never had soursop before.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's hard to find. They're gatekeeping the soursop from America. You know, it's a really highly beneficial fruit. It's very healing. I don't know if you know about Dr. Sebi, but Dr. Sebi used to like live by soursop and say that not only the fruit. He said it was good
for cancer, right?
Yeah, he said it has cancer healing properties. So not just like the fruit, but the leaves as well. So it's just soursop is just, again, a powerful fruit. It is hard to come by, and when you do come by it, it's very expensive. So I made it into a lemonade just to be refreshing. I might need to try that on camera. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little slushy though, but
I might need to try that.
And it has agave, right, instead of sugar, so it's a healthy alternative. You know, agave is the plant. Yeah, I love agave for the tequila, but agave is supposed to be a natural sweetener that we can use to just, again, instead of sugar, right? That white sugar is just terrible for us. So that's the soursop lemonade. And then I also got the green goods. Well, I changed the name. So yeah, it's called the Good Greens, actually. I had it Green Goddess before, but everything is Green Goddess. Like in the stores, everything is Green Goddess. So I had to change it. And this one has kale, cucumber, apple, pineapple, and broccoli. So it sounds pretty nasty, right? Because it throws you off with the broccoli, especially
I've had so many different versions of that.
But who juices broccoli? That's always what I get from people. But that's actually my favorite juice. And that juice in particular was one juice that I drank almost every single day when I was on my journey. So I had to include that into my signature drinks. And kids love it, surprisingly. My sister, she's 7 years old, and that is her favorite juice. Like, she literally cries if I don't make her a cup when I am making it. So, again, surprisingly, it is really good because the apples and the pineapple. So, you got to know how to hide it. And then the ginger shot it's not your average typical ginger shot, right? It has ginger, pineapple, turmeric, lemon, and black pepper. So that's what you see floating around in there.
Yeah, my boss used to always bring that in. He had a friend that used to make that exact same recipe, especially the black pepper. Because he was telling me it's supposed to be he told me you're supposed to put water to dilute it or something like that. The black pepper.
I mean, you can, but
I would always drink it straight anyways. But
yeah, so the reason why I use black pepper is because before I actually didn't have it. But again, the more you research into things, the more you learn. So turmeric, our body takes about 3 days to break down turmeric. But if you add the black pepper, it activates the turmeric and it makes it easier for our bodies to break down. So that's why I had to add the black pepper, because you don't want nothing taking 3 days to digest in the system. So that was the reason for the black pepper.
Okay, good to know. Well, I'm about to do a taste test right now.
Yeah, shake it.
I ain't gonna lie, the West Indians about to give me hell because they're gonna say, "How you never had soursop before?"
Word.
Yeah, because it's crazy you say that too. Because I've been seeing a lot of soursop juice in the supermarkets lately.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. In Long Island, you don't see it at all. So that's why I feel like, Health Plug is definitely going crazy in Long Island right now too, because I'm just bringing stuff that's different. I have another lemonade. We call it chinola, which is passion fruit. In English, and they are just obsessed with it. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I'm gonna try that one.
I know I gotta bring it for you. I gotta bring it. But go ahead, taste test.
Here we go, taste test.
It's a little slushy, but
Make sure I squeeze it. All right. Oh, that's sweet. You said it was sour.
Well, I said it was a good balance, sour and sweet.
Oh, this is good. I like it. I might need another one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even done with this one. It's like I might need another for the road.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Oh, this is hella good.
Yes,
thank you.
Of course.
Yeah,
and the green one, I forgot to mention.
I need
too.
this one to melt quick.
You gotta put it in the light. You're saying.
Yeah, I'll put it right here, right.
But the green one is good for detoxing. Again, all the juices just have a special benefit to it as well. So.
Yeah, because the green one, I've seen that even in 7-Eleven, the exact same recipe.
With
I
the
realized,
broccoli? Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, but I've seen them put carrot in theirs. But
Okay.
who else? I'm trying to literally every time I do meet people that do juices and stuff, even the people on social media, when they put their recipes out, the broccoli, I don't see it often, but I've seen it sometimes here and there. Sometimes I see people substitute the carrots. Sometimes I see them put ginger instead. Yeah, so even the smoothie I had yesterday, I think it was the same exact thing, just ginger was added. Yeah, but they didn't have broccoli in there.
A lot of people use kale, spinach. So I get it. A lot of people don't use the broccoli though. So that's where, again, people are like, broccoli, again, that's the most asked question that I get. They're like, broccoli, really? But it's funny because they always tell me the same thing. Wow, I would have never guessed. I would have never thought. So yeah.
So talk to us about the logo. This is actually pretty creative.
Thank you. Being a entrepreneur, you definitely go through so many different phases. I've had the longer logos. I had just crazy stuff on my logo, but I found that this way is a lot easier, where I have my QR code. Let me actually pick it up. My QR code, so it takes, some people are in a rush, they'll just grab the juice when we're at events and stuff, and they won't get like my Instagram down or something. But you know, you like it, you're gonna be like, wow, and just look at it. You scan, it's gonna take you to my site, my Instagram, like everything.
Y'all know what I'm gonna do.
And then it's just like some regulations that I had to put on the bottle, like this product is not pasteurized, 100% juice, you got to keep it refrigerated. Like I had to add those things because, you know, I have an LLC, and I got inspected as well by Department of Agriculture. So in order to sell my product, I have to have those certain things on it. And even like the freeze for longer shelf life, because they're all natural, I don't add any preservatives, no, you know, anything extra in it. I just say freeze for a longer shelf life because the juices last up to 6 months in a freezer with no change in taste. I actually had a friend of mine, shout out to Blessing. She also has a clothing line. Maybe I could connect. She has a fire clothing line. It's called, her name is literally Blessing. And her clothing
That's actually
line,
Mike's brother's name too.
Really? Yeah.
She's African?
Nah, I'm actually not sure where she's from. But I know she's black. She's African American. But her clothing line is Blessing, and she bought like
just Blessing.
Yeah, Blessing, literally Blessing. Like, it's called on Instagram, Blessing Official, I believe. But I'm gonna connect y'all for sure. But she bought like, what was it, 30 of the green juices, and she told me that she had saved it. She had bought it back in like, what was it? I think it was like February, March. And then she hit me back in the summertime like, yo, I just found one, you know, like hiding in my freezer, and I took it out, and it still tastes valid, just like I had it, you know, the other day. So again, no change in taste. You just gotta freeze it.
Yeah, because this logo is crafty. So it looks like it's a shape of an apple, right? It's half leaf, half plug. And there's a bunch of fruits and vegetables inside of it.
Yes, that too, Health Plug. So
that was crafty. Who drew this?
My cousin. Actually, shout out to my cousin Gabby. She's an artist. And she drew it. She goes crazy with the artwork. So if you ever need a logo, a design for anything, she does even music covers. Like, she goes crazy. And I know I gave her hell, so shout out to you again. Because I didn't really know. I had a logo that I created myself when I first started. So it was very basic, very just, you know, not there. And I just told her, like, look, I want the same thing, just a lot better, you know? And she was like, girl, like, what else do you want? So it took her some time, but she got it through, and I think it looks really perfect. I named it Health Plug because I wanted something to represent New York. You know, eventually I want to take my business outside of New York, but I wanted it to represent, you know, me and like my culture and where I grew up and where I came from, because listen, New York is the main character of all the states. So I had to like stamp it. You know, we all got a shoe plug, right? We got a sneaker plug. We got the weed plug, right?
I got a Prada plug.
Exactly. We all got plugs for certain things, but we needed a health plug. I felt like at the time when I made it, which was in 2022, health was getting up there, especially because of the pandemic. But it was just starting, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I got to be the health plug and bring health to my people. And I wanted to do affordable juices at the time too, for the community, for my people. And yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah, I like that. One thing you said too is just like, you said, I want to see this logo because you said it was very basic and simple. Sometimes it's the simplicity that, I thought he was going to show me off camera. But to my point though, sometimes I feel like it's the simplicity that really sells it, because even if you look at the high-end brands, it's like, we always say stuff like, oh, people just buying this t-shirt because it's a regular t-shirt with a logo on it. Okay, but people still buy the t-shirt. So it's like when people complain and say stuff like that, it's like, okay, but why do you still buy it then? Even my logo, it's like, my logo looks like this, but it's like the original logo is a lot going on.
You see? So I kind of had it still like...
That looks nice.
Right? But it was just me that I made it on Canva.
What's wrong with it?
I'm trying to show y'all, but we'll
it doesn't look that far off.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like it wasn't where it could be. So I felt like it just looked a lot better when my cousin made it and brought it to life more.
Yeah, I do like the apple concept though, like the shape concept. That's fire.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I had to do something different, you know.
Yeah, because if you see my, I mean, I guess I gotta show you mine, right? Well, I mean, it's also on my episodes, but if you see my original logo, as does the audience know, my logo is very like everywhere because it's a city vibe, right? Because I want everybody to know it's New York City, right? And I feel like being the concept of this podcast is dealing with, business and stuff like that. Okay, we think businesses, we think like, Manhattan, we think Wall Street, we think tall towers, we think money, expensive cars, stuff like that, right? Meeting rooms and stuff like that. So it's like the logo I had was very, what's the word? Very business centric or business oriented.
Yeah, we gotta start somewhere.
If I could find it. I mean, obviously, everybody's seen my logo. I feel like everybody's seen it on my episodes. I'll just put it in the episode probably. I'll put it in a reel or, like I said, y'all probably just see it on my page. But, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's the simplicity that works. Because when I thought about it like that, I like this even more. Because it also, like, gives me something to really, I guess, use. Like, even if I use it as just, like, a watermark or a water logo, whatever it's called, I could just put this as opposed to having some big logo with, again, the taxi in front with the towers and the sidewalk and the train station. That's too much. It's too distracting. It's true. Yeah, so it's the simplicity always works.
Less is more.
Yeah, and a lot of fashion designers I know, like, it's worked for them when they add something simplistic. It's just the creativity that comes to adding things to it, like for holidays and stuff like that. That's where, they go above and beyond. Yeah, so that picture was at a pop-up shop. So, like, do you normally do pop-up shops or?
Yeah, I do a lot of pop-up events everywhere.
Which I think is great.
Thank you, yeah. And I love it because I just meet different people. I like to hear other people's stories as well. I'm not just selling just to sell something and just to make money for real. Again, I do everything with intention. So when I go out to these events, I like to talk to people. Obviously, again, I'm there for the money, right? We got to make money at the end of the day. But I'm there for the connection. And I've met so many great people at these different events. I have created so many, like, opportunities just by putting myself out there and just, having, like, that grit and that grind. Again, I put myself in great rooms to just grow and to just do better with these events. At first, I feel like, again, it was a little scary at first, a little nerve-wracking or whatever, but the more you do it, the better it gets. So I do a lot of events, and from the events, I actually was able to partner up with a gym studio near my house. It's called Rumble. Shout out to Rumble Studios. Not a kickboxing, it's a boxing studio, and I was able to put a fridge and sell Health Plug products in there. So I did that this year. And that only came from me doing it consistently. Like, summertime is crazy. Summertime, I don't get no sleep, no rest, because it's straight making juice, going to the events and making orders, because I do, both. So it was great. And I met the manager for Rumble at one of the pop-up events that I did in Long Island. And from there, we just connected. I went to the studio like every week. I was there every week, selling my products. And then the owner came in and he loved it. He took some to his wife, and he was like, you're great. And I just brought them the idea, like, I've been doing this for a couple months with you guys. I think a fridge would be great. That way people could just get it without me even being there. And we were able to do that in January. So it was very exciting. And that's just one of many coming.
Yeah, that's good, because I feel like a lot of these pop-up shops, it's always like people selling like actual drinks, like alcoholic drinks and stuff like that, and food. And it's like, I've spoken on this like a couple of times on this podcast, where it's like, people got to be careful what they consume, right? Right. Because especially with these drinks, it's like, you don't know how many shots of Henny is going into that drink that you just took. At least with these, you have the tag, you could see the recipe, you could see. Some people I haven't seen it, but you never know. It might be people who just juice it on the spot for you. So I feel like it's good that I see more like of like the health I guess food in these pop-up shops, as opposed to just always seeing the bartenders and the people that selling plates, and it's always like again, food that's like you don't know how they prepared it, you know what type of ingredients they put into it.
Right.
Of course, it's your due diligence. You should be your due diligence to ask. You should do your You should do your due diligence to ask what's going into these foods. But yeah, at least I know with the anything healthy, I could trust it because labels are there. You know, it's good stuff. It's not the bad stuff.
Yeah, and it like even with the pop-up shops, it does get a little. That's why I try to do everything legit and really get inspected. I took the time out to get inspected by Department of Agriculture because I know I want to take it further than just pop-up shops. Crazy story. I do so many, and my mom had bought a drink from somebody. It was an alcoholic drink. She was making like the pouches, and it was a long piece of hair in the drink. And I looked at it because I was about to take a sip, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, Ma, like, did you not see this? And she was like, mind you, she already drunk almost half of it, and I was just like, damn. And she was sick. Like, she wanted to throw up right there on the spot. And I took it to the girl. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be funny. You knew it was her hair because she had like this platinum, like blonde hair that nobody else had. You know what I'm saying? Like it was her. And, I took it to her and I just told her like, listen, you got to be careful. Like if you're really trying to do this, I know some people just do like alcoholic drinks like that just for the summertime, get a nice little bag, that's it. And I told her, I'm like, listen, if you just doing that, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you are giving something to somebody that they are consuming. Like you can get sued, all types of shit can happen. So am I allowed to curse?
I mean, I think you probably have already.
Right.
I'm joking. But no, I mean, I tell people don't go crazy.
Okay.
But you could slip up here and there.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's just crazy. You just got to be careful, Again, you're in the world of like people consuming certain things, and it's a crazy look. So yeah. So that's why once I see now, I'm like, yeah, no, I got to get inspected. I got to get I just want it to be legit, That was like a eye opener for me in that moment cuz certain people, you have your Karens sometimes, right? That come and are you inspected by the Department of Health? Like I had
pull
somebody.
Pull out the paperwork.
Yeah, I had somebody come
I got it right here.
and say certain things like, "You got your permit? Do you have this? Do you have that?" And I'm just like, "Lady, like,
It's fair questions though. I ain't gonna lie.
And no, exactly it is. So yeah. So I took my time out and did that.
Yeah. So one thing I see sometimes people speak about the bottles. Do the bottles like matter in the instance? Are these special bottles that you get? I see people even talk about like from the recipe down to even the bottles, like.
So they're.
I never understood that.
Yeah. So I really do want to do like glass bottles because you know how they say like plastic bottles are just not that great and stuff. But these are PET, which is like again, like you said, like a special bottle that doesn't carry all, like like the Poland Spring bottles. You can literally like just crush it and the bottle is done, right?
Yeah,
but these is gonna take you some time. Yeah, it's gonna take you some time to really crush it because it's just not like that cheap, plastic. So it doesn't carry all the harmful chemicals that the like Poland Spring uses. No shade to Poland Spring, but yeah. So the bottles is definitely better to consume from. But I'm trying to get like glass, which is a little bit harder just because glass is better for juices, for natural juices and stuff. It lasts longer and it's just a lot better. But with that, you can't really freeze it because it might break and stuff. So, it's kind of crazy. You got your ups and downs, your pros and cons.
Yeah. So are there any like content creators that you like watching? Like even, not just like for inspiration, but just in general?
Content creators? Like any type of content? Like
well, I mean when it comes to like just like anything with the food and stuff. Like there's this one guy I like to watch a lot. I think he got like 2 million followers. Now this dude, he makes like tea. It's like minty water or something like that. And like when you said when you mentioned the agave, I was like, I always notice he doesn't use sugar in his tea. He always uses agave with it. Yeah, it's like I don't know, it's like he has like one of those like strange auras that make you want to watch. Like, you know what I mean? Like his videos have like this strange feeling to it. It makes you want to just keep watching all of them. Like he literally just makes tea like naturally. Like You tell him that, and he'll take whatever comment you put and he'll go make something as close as he can. Like, I just seen him do a carrot cake tea.
What?
Yeah, like,
That's crazy.
it sounds insane, and it's like, it's crazy. He took the carrots, mashed up the carrots. He put he got his own tea blend. He put the tea in it, puts the agave, the water, and he put like carnation milk on top for the carrot cake taste to it. It was crazy.
That is really interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like because one thing Mike said before, I actually never knew this, but he said there's three languages in yeah, there's three languages in general, and I was like, what do you mean by it? He was saying, I think he was saying well, three nonverbal, and I forgot what they were, but I remember he said food is definitely one of them, and I feel like food is a language that a lot of people speak with, because obviously we have food from all cultures. Even if we have food from all cultures, everybody makes it differently, have their own twist to it, and I feel like, just seeing content these days that have to do with like making food from the preparation or even just the final product is just like, it's a language in its own, where it shows the expression of, hey, this is my art, this is me, this is what I do, this is what I like to do, and stuff like that. And of course, you as the viewer, you just want to respond as, oh, can I have a slice of that, or can I drink some of that? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I do see where it's a language that. That's why I asked if there's like content creators, because there's a lot of people out there that do stuff like that. Even this one page, like I don't even know who it is, because some of these pages are mysterious too. Like there's pages that like promote, like let's say it's a product, right? So in this case, let's say the bottle, right? Like there's these knives out there. It's called like the Nico's knives, and they be showing like people like using them and stuff like that, like reposting people's content, right? But I don't really see them tag sources that often. And this whole time I'm thinking this one person. Whole time I found out it's like at least 6 people doing this content and whatnot. And it's like this dude, like at least for the main concept of the content, it's like a camping like type of like, yeah, it's camping content. So it's like it'll be a guy like on a mountain, and he's making like a traditional like American dish, like hamburgers or something, and he'll like make everything from scratch, even the bread, the ground beef. Like he'll make everything like completely. Yeah, like he'll start his own fire. He doesn't use like any technology. Like he shows you like this is what it was like to live in like the whatever century that was, right? And it's crazy to see that type of content, because it makes me think like, if we didn't have technology, how would we be able to survive? How would we be able to cook and stuff like that? And it's like content's right there. Just to find out it's like 8 different people doing it. They just all look like the same person from the content. But yeah, like when it comes to the food industry, I'd say for sure, like content is definitely big right now.
Nah, you're absolutely right. And I do I don't really know like their names, but I know I follow a few because I am vegan. So I try to follow like, any like vegan content creators that make, food and stuff. I think, dang, what is she? I think it's like Black and Vegan or something like that. But she's Dominican too, and she makes, she just shows you like different recipes, favorite foods that we have that all over the world, and she just makes it vegan. She veganizes it. So I do like to watch stuff like that. TikTok is big on stuff like that. But again, I don't have any names specifically in mind, but I definitely do follow a couple. And also just being a part of like the pop-up events, I meet other vendors, other people that make food as well. So shout out to Ham, which is a vegan, Dominican, and Trinidadian place, restaurant, I should say.
Good bits.
Yeah, it's really good. And I, again, started off with her. We did an event together, and she was just a table, a table and a setup. Her and her husband just making, Caribbean vegan food. And now she has an amazing spot in Williamsburg, right here in Williamsburg.
She mixed, or it's like one is from here, the other is...
Yeah, she's Dominican. Her husband is Trinidadian.
Okay.
Yeah, so they make, that fusion, that food fusion, and it's so good.
That's fire.
Shout out to them. I went there for my birthday, and it was so good.
You said it's in Williamsburg?
Yeah, it's called Ham. So Healthy as a Mother. That's the name.
I might have to check that out later tonight when I get up out of here.
It's fire, I'm telling you. Even if you're not vegan, like they just have so much flavor and just makes really good meals. So I love to watch people like that, and especially support people you know, it's motivation, is inspiring because again, I was there with you, just right next to you, you know, and now you have your own spot in Williamsburg. That's big. And even have another friend, Madrina Vegana, which she is Colombian and she makes, you know, like tacos, Colombian and like Mexican food, which is really good too. So shout out to them too, because again, they inspire me. She has a whole food truck, but she started off same way, you know. So that's the type of people that I like to watch. Like not taking anything from, you know, bigger influencers, but I love to support like local, small, because they got a lot of good stuff too.
Yeah, that's what this platform is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing too with the content too is another reason I brought that up is because I feel like too when it comes to food, it shows if I could trust you as the customer, right? Because one thing I'm big on with anybody that's on this platform that does anything related to food or drink is the cleanliness, right? So, or even not even that, even in the hair profession too, like barbers using gloves and stuff like that. Because even the first person I had was a bartender, my guy Ace, and you know he's a big supporter of this platform, and we support his stuff all the way. And it's like he used to always like get this joke on his like post on TikTok and whatnot about the serial killer gloves, because he has strong hands, so it's like you know he put on the what's that dude name the Mike, what's his name,
What, the Mike Myers?
Mike Myers, yeah, he put on the Mike Myers gloves. I mean, not Mike Myers, the Jason gloves.
Oh, Jason, yeah, you're right.
Or was it, or Freddy, whatever, I don't know.
It's
But
one
he
of
would put
them.
on those serial killer gloves, and like he has a strong hand, so it's like you see a strong hand in the glove, it's like it looked like a serial killer's making his drink, but it was a joke, but it's also like shows the truth to like, hey, like look, I'm showing you guys I'm honest, like I'm clean, I wash my hands, I make sure you know, when I put in my hands in y'all drinks, like you're getting something that's fresh, you're getting something that's you know. I feel like a lot of people that do the content, it's good to see like when they wash their hands before they do the content, when they put the gloves on, you know, stuff like that. When they take those extra steps, like the small details to show you that hey, everything here is like clean, you know. And I see even you do the content too sometimes too. Like I've seen on your page where like
Definitely got
you
the
show the
gloves.
process with the gloves.
Yeah.
You show the process how it is to make the drinks. Yeah. Yeah, so would you also do like food? Like maybe I haven't seen it, but have you done like recipes like with food and stuff like that?
With food, so I actually have another business with a partner. It's called Oh My Vegan. So we have all vegan Jamaican patties. We don't make it ourselves though. We buy a wholesale, and we again, because Long Island, it's a shortage for like vegan food, and just like I would say like culture, you know, food. Like there's barely any like Jamaican restaurants out there.
I
Like
could
you
imagine.
can't really find stuff like that.
It's Long Island.
And when I first moved out there, I had told him, because so he's the owner and the creator of Long Island Vegan Pop Up. So Long Island Vegan Pop Up, he does them all over Long Island, and he's created a big following for himself. And he was one of the first people that gave me like the chance to set up my table and, you know, sell my juices too. So we created a you know, a great relationship, a great bond. And I told him, I'm like, damn, like I can't find no vegan, you know, Jamaican patties. Like I had a juice bar, even though I made juice, I still support again small business owners as well. And I think it was, what is it called? Live Long Juice Bar in Queens and Merrick. And I used to go all the time to get vegan patties. And once I moved to Long Island, it was over. I couldn't find nothing. And I would come out of Queens, buy them frozen, and take them home just so that I could make them. So I had told him that, and, you know, we kind of got to brainstorming, and we was like, you know what, we could do it ourselves. And he wanted to start a business himself as well. He kind of had the idea. And we just started that this past summer. We just started that and launched it and got everything. So we're fairly new, you know what I mean? And I do want to get more, like we have a lot of ideas. We just haven't, you know, put it all out there yet. But I definitely have a few ideas of vegan style Dominican food that I want to add to it. And not like, you know, like a full 5-course meal type of deal, but, you know, things that are quick. Because I feel like people are always on the run, you know, people not on the run, but on the go. especially me. So just something quick that you can grab, especially being at events. You don't want to have like a whole, plate of food, and you want to go around, chill, talk to people, vibe out. Like that's what the events are for. So I want to do a few different things. I don't want to say too much on camera yet, but but yeah. So you can definitely look for more things coming soon. For Oh My Vegan on Instagram, it's O_my_vegan. So yeah.
It's one of the biggest keys to a business, a successful business at that.
What? You said what are?
No, what is?
Oh, for me, you're asking me.
No. I'm asking in general. You want to know what is one of the main things that people say? Problem solving.
Problem solving, exactly. Yeah, you got to find the problem and solve it somehow. I'm telling you that's exactly how I thought about it too. I'm just looking like, like why isn't there any? There's probably like one, because I live in Suffolk. So Nassau, you could probably find a couple, like Jamaican restaurants
probably
and
like
stuff.
Hempstead or
Exactly.
like Baldwin.
But Suffolk, oh no, there's only like one, I believe, and
that's the Wild Wild West. You see the tumbleweed.
Exactly. So I was like, we got to do something, and people love it. Like they were never introduced to that for real. There's a lot of people that come up to the table and they're like, what are these? What is this? And we got to tell them, educate them.
Is
it's like
spicy?
The soursop. Exactly. And we be having different flavors too: spicy pumpkin, jerk plantain, lentil, and like mixed veggie. Again, all vegan and stuff. Because it's hard. It's hard to find. It's hard to find Jamaican food out there, but it's also hard to find vegan food out there. So I feel like we definitely solved a major problem for our niche of people, at least.
Do you feel like it's going to be an issue with now all these tariffs going around when it comes to commodities and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I actually already been filling it with the bottles. So with the bottles, I usually get, big bulk from Alibaba. Even on Amazon, sometimes when I need like a quick little shipment, because Alibaba takes forever for me. It takes at least a month to get here.
Heard.
Yeah, so whenever I run out, I grab it from Amazon or wherever. And I already see it, like, going up in price. And I'm like, dang, like, so I had to, got to move accordingly. I had to up the price on the ginger shot, which is still not bad. It's still very affordable. It's $3 a shot. But before it was $2. Now I just had to, move it up just a little bit, which again is crazy. But
man, you see the price of eggs these days.
Exactly. I'm just praying for America because it's sad.
Yeah, Helen, it was definitely a pleasure to see you again. Because I didn't even tell you in the backstory. I actually just met her at my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
This was like what, a couple months ago?
Yeah, October.
I feel like that was so. I don't know. I feel like the whole 2024 was literally a year ago. I mean, no pun intended, but
Right.
literally like 365 days apart from where we are today, and it's like what, March right now?
It's a long year already. It's March.
22nd, 23rd, like yeah. So Helen, it's definitely been a pleasure to have you up here. See you again, and if you could let the audience know how they can get in tune with you besides scanning the QR code.
Of course. You can follow me on Instagram at HealthPlugNYC. And again, on there, you'll be able to see everything. My site is on there. And yeah, HealthPlugNYC. Make sure to follow. I do deliveries all over New York. And I also, I also started shipping out to different states. So you can plug in too if you're not in New York. And I do a lot of events. So make sure to tap in, follow, because I might be coming to your city next.
Yeah, so
and thank you so much, too, for having me. It was a pleasure.
Of course, because we found out what's cooking with Helen. Because, listen, the soursop lemonade, even though it's something you drink, it's still what's cooking. You could call it what's drinking next. Nah, that would be a terrible name. I ain't gonna lie.
Was drinking.
Yeah, but appreciate the audience. If you're new to our channel, check us out for more content. We got other content just like this. We got other content, other industries. Find something you might like that you're into. And if you're new to Helen's side of the, how do I say it? If you're new to Helen's side of the podcast, if I should say, check in with her, buy some products, tap in with her content as well, tune into her events. And yeah, just like that, we out.